Hello YouTube, this is Matt from Vectis 3D Models, here with a new product to add on to your KR Bulleid Leader. So after some reviewing and having a look at other small areas I can improve upon, it became apparent that they hadn't quite looked at the pipework on the buffer beam very well. So I have now created a new vacuum pipe on the left hand side and also a steam heat pipe for the right hand side. The steam heat one is missing, and on some runs it's there, sometimes it isn't, and sometimes it is, or missing the pipe coming down from the main actuator on the buffer beam. These are quite small and delicate pieces. They're printed in 3D printed resin black. They are ABS, so they're a little bit resistant to some hits, but not many. So today I'll be showing you how to install these on your KR Bulleid Leader. You may have your buffer beam already painted or still in the original black. Either way, if you do want to decorate it, probably now is the best time. So I'll move on to the next stage, which is basically getting your buffer beam ready to install these parts. So before starting on this bogie, it is quite obvious to the viewer that I have already done some work on this bogie. So I had refitted everything, put a new screw link coupling on. I have also added the valve gear kit as well as the crane lifting points on the front of the buffer beam. So first of all, what I have done is I have removed my aftermarket steam heat pipe on the right hand side, which was just a white metal casting. On the left, on the actual floor in front of the bogie, we can see the vacuum pipe. This was removed just by pulling it, and it just came straight out. If yours does need a little bit more persuasion, just try and ease something behind it like a cutter and just ease it forwards, and it should just pop straight out. Next part we will go on to is removing the pipe work from the sprues, which are 3D printed. So here we have our 3D printed pipe work. We have the vacuum one on the left, and we have the steam heat one on the right. Now these have supports on them, they're very fine. There's also a lever on this one. So just use a small knife and you can just about cut away the supports quite easily. Or if you've got a pair of snips, very fine cutters, then you can easily break those away from the actual model itself without damaging it. These of course are very fine and are quite easily damaged, so please take your time and try not to cut the wrong part. So there we are, we have removed most of the supports apart from the bottom ones, which are just holding the pipework there. As you can see, they're very fine and quite easy to snip the wrong bit. But overall, this one has survived, and now we're going to go on to just drilling some holes to put the pins, which are just on the ends here, one there and one there. And we'll get them fitted onto the buffer beam just for a trial fit. So after carefully detaching the vacuum pipe from the supports as well as the steam pipe, I'm just going to show you the first view of the vacuum pipe. So this has been cleaned up and just inserted into the hole of the old vacuum pipe. You can see it there just hanging down if I rotate it slightly, and you can see the pipe that goes up to the underside of the cab. Now, as mentioned, the Leader did run with various iterations of the pipes. Some runs just had the vacuum, some runs had the vacuum and steam heat, some runs had the vacuum and half of the steam heat pipe just going up to the underside of the cab and no tailpipe. I'm going to fit both on this one. You can see I've left a small mark just to the right there of the screw link coupling, and I'm using a 0.8mm drill just to make a small hole and dry fit the steam heat pipe. Of course, it's totally up to you which you want to fit. Okay, you join me back in the light cabinet, and you can see I have now fitted the steam heat pipe on the right hand side. I have drilled a small 0.8mm hole. It's about 1mm and a little bit just above the bottom of the buffer beam. The way I line this up is the bottom of the pipe is about level with the bottom of the buffer beam. And I'll mark it in position with a small pen and then drill the hole. So that's both vacuum and steam heat fitted. What I will do now is just clean up the pipes a little bit more. I will prime them and then paint them and then fit them with a small amount of super glue. So you join me back a couple of days later, and as you can see, the vacuum pipe on the left and the steam heat pipe on the right have now been painted and also fitted to the buffer beam on this prototype Leader bogie. So the paint used is just standard acrylics. You can add a bit of silver on the tops and the bottoms, and you have matte black for the pipe work and also some buffer beam red for the ancillaries, basically the joints between the braided pipes top and bottom. These have been fitted with a small dab of super glue, not too much, just to hold them in place, and if you need to remove them or you need to replace them, then it'll be a little bit easier just to take them off. These pipes are incredibly fragile, so please be careful when you remove them from the sprues and the supports, as well as painting them. I haven't broken one yet, so fingers crossed you don't either. They are available in pairs, so a pair of vacuum and steam heat, one for the front and one for the rear, so 4 pipes altogether. They're available on their own or in the works kit, so the whole lot, the whole package of parts, so one of each. These are only available through Vectis 3D Models shop page, not eBay. These are exclusive to the main web shop. If you have any questions, please leave them on YouTube in the comments section below, or if you're on my website and you're viewing this through the website, get in contact via the comments or the contact box on the top row. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next product video.